So 5:15, let's get over to Peyton. We've seen some crazy weather all around the nation.
Oh my gosh, from flooding up in New England, flooding in Mississippi, to the extreme heat elsewhere. And we've been, for the most part, been dealing with somewhat normal weather, which is heat, humidity, and some pop-up storms. I think that's what we're going to get again for your Friday. I don't think rain chances are going to be through the charts or through the roof today, but off the charts is what I meant. We'll be watching for isolated storms this afternoon, about a 30% chance on average as we go through the hottest part of the day. Maybe you're lucky enough to get a storm. It would bring some of that cooling rain to you, but for the most part, just going to be hot and muggy in the 90s, maybe up to 96 for your Friday afternoon. Radar this morning, not much is happening to the west here. We've got clean sweep, but if you go down towards the coast, the Gulf of Mexico, we do have a few showers down here towards the mouth of the river. We've also got a few showers south of Terrebonne Bay there, and you can see the more widespread rain off to our east and some rain off towards the beaches in Florida this morning. So as we go through today, about a 30% chance of those isolated storms. So there will probably be a few storms this afternoon, not completely dry, but not everyone sees the rain today. Tomorrow, rain chances look even lower. We'll go with a 20% chance of a few pop-up storms. Notice not much happening on Saturday. Let's fast forward into Sunday. A different story. Scattered storms seem a bit more likely on Sunday, so at the moment we'll go with about a 50% chance. Still, it's not a guarantee you get rain on Sunday, but the chances are higher. And then Monday, the chances remain elevated for some rain, but by next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we get back into the drier pattern and add a bit more heat to the mix. So we're going to stay in the 90s for all this, but next week has the chance to be hotter in about 97 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday. Now that would be the air temperature. The heat index, when you factor in the humidity, or what people call the feel-like temperature, will probably be over 110. It's going to be near 110 the next couple of days, and the next week we may get back into that 110, 113, 115, which could trigger some heat warnings. If you're going to be on the water, not a lot of rain out there today and tomorrow, but a few storms are possible. Still need to watch that. Sunday's probably going to be the stormier of the days, so if you've got plans to be out on the boat, use extra caution near storms. If you're not getting storms, shouldn't be any big deal. Subtropical storm Dawn has formed way out in the middle of the Atlantic and about as isolated as you can be from land. It's over 1,000 miles away from the Azores. It's over 1,000 miles away from Bermuda. It's basically right in the middle of those two islands. And that's where it's going to stay over the next couple of days. Actually going to move into slightly cooler water. We'll probably weaken some and just meander out here for the next 5 days. So we have checked our next name off the list. You can see it's right in between Bermuda and the Azores here in the middle of the Atlantic. These are the storms you love to see. They don't impact anyone. And the rest of the basin, while the waters are boiling hot out here everywhere, we're doing great because we've got a large plume of Saharan dust. That equals dry air. There are some tropical waves rolling off, but they're probably not going to do much thanks to the dry air and the wind shear, which are going to be prominent over the basin for the next week or so. Now, there are some signs that maybe the tropics start to wake back up towards the end of July and early August. That's what we expect as we get into more of the heart of hurricane season. We always know August and September. Those are the 2 months we really watch everything. But for now, go on your beach trips and everything else. You don't need to worry about the tropics. There's nothing headed our way for the next week or so. And this is the 5th storm of the season. We've checked off 4 names. There was an unnamed one back in January. But now that we're through Dawn, the next name on the list would be Emily, but no Emily out there right now. There's your 7-day forecast. Plenty of heat and humidity heading into the weekend. Be careful there. Also watch out for more storms on Sunday, and then as we get into next week, trending drier and trending hotter.